Good morning, and welcome back again to another edition of Behind the Lens with yours truly. It's game day. Yeah, week 4. Going by real quick, kids. Going by real quick. Let's get a couple of topics. I think I've done this before. We got to get a couple of topics and get out of here. Elk. Michael Roper shot after dispute over woman, police says. Not good. To the Roper family, Godspeed. We're thinking about you. Tough. Transfer boost Stewart's Creek volleyball. Week 4 preview of the area high school football. Here we go. All right, Blackman, they're going to run down to Smyrna. Blackman's 3-0, Smyrna 2-1. Republic comes over to Oakland. Oakland 1-1, Republic 1-2. Riverdale goes over to Spring Hill, over to Williamson County. Spring Hill 0-3, Riverdale 1-2, looking for a W to get back on, keep that winning streak going. Seagulls 0-3, Antioch's 0-3. Brentwood 2-1, Stewart's Creek 2-1. That'll be a good game. Send it up here with a capsule. Lebanon is at Laverne, Lewis County at Eagleville, and Cannon County at Moore County. Let's get ready. Find us a topic. Replacement. Maybe you call it a fill-in. Maybe call it a substitute. Maybe you call it Plan B. They all work. That's what we had to go to last Friday night. Sam came down. We got the Cookeville and the Warren County game done, but we had to replace it with Judy and get somebody in there that could run the camera. Now, it wasn't the same, and I don't want to take anything away from what Sam did, but it just wasn't the same. Our A player is Judy. She's the one that operates the camera. There's a few things that I looked at my brother during the broadcast and said, what are you doing? And it wasn't that he was doing something wrong. It was just that he goes about doing it differently. Let's shape it a little bit different, kids. Let's say that I told each of you to bake a cake and bring it to school, or 5 cupcakes. Let's just say 5 cupcakes. I told all of you go home. So you go to the store, you get the ingredients, you make the cupcakes, you bring them in. The cupcakes were made. They all come in. They're all going to look different. Some kids will choose, chocolate cake and then white icing, and some of them will do the vice versa. They'll do white cake with chocolate icing. Some will do a strawberry flavor. Some will have sprinkles on top. Some will have some type of, maybe a drawing of an O or a B or whatever the case, an R, whatever the case may be for your school. But the job got done. But maybe it didn't get done the way you wanted it or the way it normally works out, but it got done and you go on. That's what's kind of happening to some of you, isn't it? We talked to Coach Dobbs down in Moore County. He lost a kid. He's now got to go to Plan B. Lost a very valuable kid on the front line. He's now had to go to Plan B. He's had to find somebody that can play the position. It's not like his A player, but it's what we got. It's what we'll go with. We'll suit him up and get out there and play the game. Just got to be able to work with those B guys or the substitute or the replacement. And you have an obligation if you're a starter. You have an obligation if you're not even a starter. You need to encourage that gentleman or that girl or whatever the case may be. Let's say it's girls soccer. And tell them, hey, we're going to be all right. We don't look like the same team as what we started with. We're now different, but we're still the same team. We're still going to put out a product and we're going to go for a win. So kids, in that, just remember, where you start and where you finish, you're going to have 2 different looks, especially if it's a long journey like high school football. You think Tom, who's down, sometimes he's over here, Tom, who's down at the Tennessean, you think he's ever had to have a replacement or a substitute? or is Tom perfect? Tom. Let's go to the next topic. Get out of here. Well, it's going to be pretty easy to get through this one. See, some of you know it and some of you don't. Only those that are real close to me, like my wife, knows it. And Anthony knows a little bit about it, but sloppy. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. That's who I am. I'm sloppy. You ever hear coaches saying, we need to clean it up, Stork. We got to clean it up. What does it mean when they say we need to clean it up? It means you are accomplishing what you want to do on the field, but it's not clean. It doesn't look good. It's happening. It's like a field goal that comes off the tee and it barely crosses the goalpost. It's in between the uprights, but it's sloppy. It's still 3 points, or it's a PAT for 1, but it's sloppy. Got to get that cleaned up. With me, let's look at him. Will Kreisky 2 weeks ago did it inside the headset, didn't have the audio turned up. Bad inside the headset. Then I went over to Coach Creasy's this past week. What did I do? I left the battery at the house. Now, we still got the inside the headset, but I left the battery sloppy. We still got it done, but it was sloppy. Last week during the Warren County Cookeville broadcast, when it got to halftime, I reach over on the audio board and pull the audio down. You couldn't hear the band at halftime. Sloppy. We got to get that cleaned up. And we got to get it done quickly, because we only got 6 games left, which means 6 games. Let's do the math, kids. You practice 3 days a week. 6 times 3 is 18. Got 18 practices left. If you only got 6 games left after tonight, that's 24 quarters. That's all you got left in the regular season. And then we'll move into playoffs. Well, enough of that. Krager, he needs cleaning all the time, doesn't he? Let's get it right. We're going to head over to Ray Hughes tonight. Judy the Beauty, Anthony Fiorella, and myself. We're going to try to put together a broadcast for you for Oakland and Republic. I appreciate you, kids. If you see me at the game, give me a shout. God bless. Take care. I'm a man who truly, truly delivers. And this here, that's Tom Krager down at the Tennessean. Tom called this week. Want to know what I was up to. Really, Tom? What you been up to? I've got to get new chairs. There's another thing. Sloppy. Look at here, kids. Look at here. See this bolt? I've had to bolt my chair together just to keep this show rolling. You gotta get new chairs. Neutral color. Neutral color. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see you next Friday.